see myself. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tabor Talk. So, playing with my new Fender. So, listen. Something like that. It's Sam Harris's theme song, which is fucking lame, by the way. Here we are. Listen. Oh, I'm out of tune with this.
I am here with Paul Bloom. Paul, thanks.
You hear that? Paul Bloom.
Thanks for having me. So,
But that's just what I'm going to talk about. I'm way out of tune, not in tune with him, but this is what he's doing. Well, oh. Something like that. I'm way out of tune, so. I'm a bedroom guitarist. I'm not a professional, but having a great time with this Fender. Okay, so let me get right into this. I'm going to talk about Sam Harris and his new sort of feature that he has. Let me get my face in here. All right, how's that? Okay, so Paul Bloom, and you got to hear this. Sam Harris's latest podcast, and he prefaces it by saying, listen, I'm just going to have a guy, and we're just going to talk about what's going on in the world, and no strict format. He goes, usually I have guests, and I read their book, and I have a certain time limit, and we discuss the book, and it's very rigid. And he goes, I want to do something, just talk about what's going on in a very informal way. And what better guest than Paul Bloom? Paul Bloom is one of my favorite guys on planet fucking Earth. I mean, I've never met the guy, but I discovered him actually on YouTube. He was giving lectures. He was teaching an intro to psych class from Yale. And I listened to the whole thing. It was like the best thing I've ever seen. It was so good. And then I became a huge fan. I got his books. Was it The Pleasure Principle? Or maybe some other. But anyway, How Pleasure Works, Paul Bloom. And I have a couple of his books. I haven't got his latest stuff. And I heard him on The Very Bad Wizards. I heard him on Sean Carroll recently. And then, of course, Sam Harris. They're good friends. And they talk about everything. They talk about the horrible tragedy. Kobe Bryant and his daughter were killed, last week in the helicopter. And just stuff going on in the world. Politics, Trump, all this stuff. Man, that was one of the best podcasts. It was just totally informal. Those guys are the best. They are my heroes. Sam Harris. I actually, a month ago or so, I did a quite sort of scathing video about Sam. I was pissed that he started charging. But I wrote him an email, and now, I'm getting the stuff for free. Hey, listen, I understand. I got some shit like, hey, you can't pay $9 a month. I go, listen, I pay for a lot of stuff. And by the way, I have all of Sam Harris's books. All right? He's getting enough for me. I have every one of his books, and I've read all but The Moral Landscape I've not finished, and the thing on Islam, right? So, but I've read them all, The End of Faith, and my favorite is Waking Up. He's the best. Love Sam and Paul Bloom. So that's it. Very short, under 5 minutes. Check it out. And let me see. I should tune this up before I play. Something like that. Okay. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding here on Tabor Talk. Sam Harris and Paul Bloom.